Steve Post from the Motor Racing Network here at the Racing Electronics Display at PRI. And what I love about this show is we catch everybody, including Daytona winners. Of course, the ARCA Menards Series, part of the Racing Electronics family here. And Daytona winner Greg Van Alst is here. Daytona winner, what does that mean to you still 10 months later?
Oh, man, it's still so surreal. You know, just like I did in the interviews there. And yeah, it's still hard to believe that we pulled that feat off. I mean, I know there's, you know, teams, drivers that have been going down there for years and years and years and, you know, haven't had the success that we did. And, you know, we did it on our third try. It's pretty surreal.
I happened to be in Victory Lane. You did all the stuff on the front stretch. I was in Victory Lane, so I got to see the behind the scenes. And when I say the behind the scenes, I got to see the family bawling their eyes out, which was absolutely great. How neat was that to pull into Victory Lane and see your kids, to see your wife, your entire family there?
Oh, it's huge. And, you know, something that not many people know about, that was the last race that my father attended before he passed away. So, you know, forever and ever and ever, Daytona will just mean so much more because of that.
Wow, I hadn't heard that. Now that's beautiful. That really is. That's absolutely amazing. So you roll into the season, you get all this energy, you get this Daytona win, and then the wheels fall off the season. You also made the decision to step away from ARCA Menards Series. How tough was that after with the Daytona win in the foreground there? How tough was that decision when you had to pull the plug on it?
It was tough. A lot of people don't know why we pulled the plug. I've read things online. Of course, you see it, and everybody's like, "Oh, they're out of money. That, you know, whatever, financial." It was more emotional. You know, we lost my father in April, and then I think we went to the next two races and got wrecked. And I mean, you know, I'm a husband. I'm a father. I'm a son to my mom. I run my fence company. I run the race team. Something had to give. There just wasn't enough time in the day to do everything I needed to do, and at the end of the day, it was racing that took the hit. And you know, we probably could have stayed with it and had a really good season, but almost trying to do too much at that point. And you know, I don't want to say I didn't get a chance to grieve or anything like that, because that's not what I'm trying to say. It was just, you know, I was just at a point that I didn't know what to do. You know, life changed, and I needed a break. That's kind of what happened.
It's fascinating, and I appreciate sharing this. Family is so important to me. Family is so important to so many of our NASCAR community, and that's fascinating to hear. Now, let's take this family, though, to the next step, okay? You take a little break, but it sounds like you're not taking a break for long, because not only are you working on your plans for next year, but what were you just telling me? Your son's getting ready to race as well?
Yeah, so we've been racing. I got 4 kids. We've been racing for quite a while with the kids. My 12-year-old is showing, you know, the interest in wanting to do it long term. Race Legends last year with him, and we kind of at that point, like, we got to do something, right? He's starting to get to the point where we got to start looking towards the future, and this is the way racing is nowadays. The younger you get him into something, the better. So we actually just bought a late model, a pro car a couple weeks ago. We're probably going to do some sportsman racing, some pro racing with him. And you know, we took him and tested a couple weeks ago at Anderson Speedway, and I'm a little nervous. This kid might retire me or something, and I'm not trying to throw the retirement word out there, but he was as fast as I was. So, you know, as a father, that's really big, and you know, it's going to be fun. But I'm trying to do it the right way. You know, last night we had him out there, and he's pulling the transmission. We're making him do all that stuff. I mean, I got my own stuff to work on, so I'm trying to teach him, you know, the old school way. You know, he's not going to be in there playing video games while we're out in the shop working on his stuff. I mean, we've told him if his car needs something, he's working on it or ain't going to get done. So that's our goal.
You've spent so much time, we've talked about racing success with the Daytona win, and then you've talked about your father and your family and everything. What's it mean to you to have the next generation have the same passion, appear to have the same passion for racing that you do? What's it mean to be able to pass that down?
It's pretty big. You know, my dad raced go-karts, my grandfather raced go-karts, so that's kind of where my passion comes from. You know, so to get to the level that we're at now, you know, I can kind of see the Van Alst name and the Van Alst future, you know, just growing in the racing world. And, you know, that's kind of my ultimate goal now, is just to create a brand with our name and you know, stay in racing forever.
Nothing wrong with that. That is for sure. Built that brand a lot at Daytona with the win. Greg, again, congratulations. Give us one of the great memories of the season. Thanks for joining us here at the PRI show.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
How about that Daytona winner, Greg Van Alst, the ARCA Menards Series, joining us here in the Racing Electronics display at PRI here in Indianapolis, Indiana.